Good morning. Hope everyone's great and that you've had a good couple of days off, away, rest. If you're watching the replay of this, we usually get started around the 4 or 5 mark point. For those of you who are joining who don't know me, I am Jennifer Main and I am an initiator. I'm one of the leading teachers of healing and meditation in the UK. And I started doing these morning meditations last week, and really gratefully have had loads of people joining. So last week we started this series of the 7 chakras and worked our way through. And this week we are looking at the 4 elements. So we're just going to give a minute for people to join. Oh, here they come. Hello, good morning. And then in a couple minutes we will do a bit of breathing, and we will talk through the content for this morning. So at any point, if you've got any questions or want to share anything, feel free to write in the comments. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and you can tag me to make sure that I see it and make sure that I respond. I'd be really happy to hear from you. Morning, Lorraine and Liz and Emily. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I'm excited about this week. We're going to have some fun. Morning, Sarah and Louise. So if anybody's had anything come up from the meditations from last week that you want to share or ask about, that would be fine too. We got a couple minutes. Yeah, I've had some amazing emails and messages from you guys. Some people creating art after those meditations, and yeah, doing some writing, and yeah, making some changes in their lives. So it's a very cool. Yeah, I love hearing all this stuff. I'm excited that we're doing all this together. Good morning, Kathleen. But yeah, so yeah, I'm looking forward to another powerful week of some deep healing and some deep clearing, and some inspiration. Today's definitely we're gonna talk about inspiration today. Morning, Catherine. Yes, so just to prepare yourself for today, if you can have some water with you, that would be great. And have a blanket or a scarf or something just so you're feeling cozy and warm enough and your body's feeling comfortable. If you have any kind of, I put a message on Facebook last night, but people may not have seen it. If you've got any kind of fiery crystals, or if you want to light a candle to have with you, anything like that, that would be great. I've got a candle lit here. And I've got I've got a massive citrine. Oh, this is my favorite. I'll show you this. This is smoky citrine. It's pretty amazing. And I'll show you this stuff too because I think it's so cool. This is fulgurite. This is what happens when lightning strikes sand. So you can see the little openings there, and it's very electric feeling. It's super cool. So if anybody has any fulgurite, now's a good time. Although maybe not during the meditation because it really does wake you up. Morning, Lilia. Bring on the fire. Yes. Morning, Freddie. Morning, Agnieszka. Morning, Louise and Rona. Right, I had a polar bear join me last meditation. I love that. That's amazing. And we'll send some, you can send some healing to the polar bears too. That's very cool though. Morning, Caroline. Looking forward to meditations too. Yeah, I think we're going to have fun this week. Yeah, so the plan is to go through this week. We'll do an element each day. So today is obviously going to be fire. And we will work our way through. And we're also going to look at not only how they function within themselves, their own energy, but especially towards the end, more about how they interact and support with each other. So we're going to make it a nice, complete teaching, not just the bits and pieces. We'll see how it all works together. So yeah, again, at any point, if you're feeling like you have any questions or want to share, please do. We'd be really happy to hear from you. So we'll get started in just a minute, and that will we'll do a few minutes of breathing, and I'll talk through the content for today, and we'll finish by 9. So nice morning. Morning, Allison. Morning, Allison. We've always got a couple of Allisons on here. It's great. So let's take in a couple nice deep breaths. And first of all, what I want you to do is just to bring yourself into your heart. So fire is a really heart-centered energy for me. So We're going to start with everything in the heart today. So if you want to bring yourself deep into your heart, close your eyes, get comfortable in your seat, and just start to breathe in and out of your heart. So deep breaths, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And every time you breathe in, you're breathing in more love. And as you breathe out, you're releasing any tension, any stress, any fear. And allow that breath to go deeper and deeper through your body each time you breathe. Feeling more relaxed, more centered, and more at peace. And I want you to start to feel that breath warm your body. The deeper it goes through your body, the warmer you start to feel. So you're feeling relaxed through your muscles, through your joints. There's a relaxation in the mind. And your heart opens more and more and more. Just allow that to happen. Just allow your body to feel more awake, more present, more here, more alive. Feel your cells dancing and moving. Connecting in with all the functions of your body, but also allowing yourself to feel a stillness and a presence and a lightness there. Take a couple more nice deep breaths. And when you're ready, if you'd like to, you can open your eyes or you can just keep them shut and stay in this energy here. Morning Shuna, morning Kat, morning Noose. Kat's, she's here, fire starters. Yes, we're ready to start some fires for sure. So again, thanks everyone for joining. I'm going to really briefly talk through our topic for today, and then we're going to dive into some meditation. So just so you're aware, something that I'm going to do the next couple days, and I've almost finished for today. So what I do in my events is I have music. I choose specific music that supports the healing, that supports us, that carries through a journey. I can't play that through Facebook, can't play it through Zoom. So I'd been feeling a bit like limited with the stuff I was doing here. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to create a couple of Spotify playlists, and I'm going to send you the link before tomorrow for tomorrow's. So there's a free version of Spotify. It's really easy. So all you need to do is click on the link and you can listen. So if you want to listen with it kind of tomorrow and on with the meditation playing, you can do that. If you don't want music playing and you're just doing it in silence, so today we're just going to do it with silence in my voice, that is totally fine too. So you can choose what you want to do. I find the music does enhance, but there's always room and a place for silence. We get a lot of insight and clarity through silence as well. So there's not going to be a right or wrong, but I wanted to give an option. So I will post those before our meditation tomorrow. So if you want to play with the music, and I'll let you know when to start it, then you can do that so we can have a little bit more fun. Yeah, so let's talk about today. So today's focus is fire. And I like that I just said focus with fire. Because I know that my beliefs used to be that fire was this uncontrollable, chaotic energy. And if you look at your own kind of charts or your own energy, if you're into astrology or things like that, you may already know whether you've got a lot of fire in your chart or if you don't. I am someone who does not have a lot of fire in my birth chart. Um, yeah, it didn't feel like I had a lot of familiarity with it. But a few years ago, I really felt this urge to bring more fire into my life and more fire into my body. And so I just started feeling into that and seeing what that would be like for me. And I realized that there was a lot of fear there. So it really inspired me to delve more into that energy of fire and understand it more deeply so that I could see it as a tool and a support and something that could help heal and enhance my life as opposed to something I felt like I needed to avoid. So if there are any of you that have interesting issues with fire, whether that's physically or more emotionally or energetically, then we're going to do some good stuff today. So the first thing about fire is that it is movement. So even if you've just lit a candle and it's something that's very contained, there's still always going to be movement with it. So it's not something that's stagnant or still. There's got to be a movement with it. And you may know people that are very fiery, or the energy of fire is there's always going to be movement. There's going to be spreading or moving forward. Because it has to. It has to continue to move, or it dies, or it goes. So with that movement, there can also be this energy of passion. There's this ignition where things can start and can grow. Sometimes there's an urgency with it, which, if you get caught up in that urgency, that may or may not be a conscious urgency. So that might be something to pay attention to today. But there's definitely inspiration in that energy of fire. So with that movement, that passion, that inspiration, you can really get things started. You can really get things up and going. So it is an initiatory energy. It's really powerful. It's why I work with it so much now. It is also something that is directable and focusable. So again, I used to feel like it was something that was just wild and chaotic, but actually, you can work with fire in ways that it's got direction and that it's got a focus, and you can give it a purpose, you can give it a job, and it will do that for you. So you can kind of let go of that fear of it destroying or burning your life, the good things that are going on, the things that you are wanting to build on and resolve, and you can make it more focused. And there's definitely this energy of like this primal wisdom, sitting around the fire, sharing stories, sharing wisdom, sharing knowledge, of community, and of connection. So, there's a reason why we sit around fires to connect and to deepen our understanding of each other. There's a real power in that. And obviously fire lights the darkness, and it will light up the darkness as it burns it away. So it's really healing in that sense. So we know that fire is really purifying. If any of you have used the violet flame, or in a physical sense, have used fire to clear lands, we know that it has a really purifying presence, that it will clear debris, it will clear decay, it will burn the barriers that we have in our lives. And it also has that feeling of, if something's really swampy and wet, it can dry that up. So it works with water and in that way as well. And what's amazing about that purification is that once it clears the space, it clears the way so that you can have more clarity in your life, so that you can see what's happening. So you don't have all these things clouding your vision, stopping you from moving forward, any of those things. So the fire creates a spaciousness for you. And with that burning, it also lays fertile ground for us. So we know that, once things have burned, those ashes go back into the soil to replenish the soil. There's also certain trees that won't release seeds unless there is a fire to release the seeds. So nature's amazing. It's really intelligent. So there's still a fertility within that. So fire has this real kind of death and life cycle. So when you allow yourself to really get into that energy of purifying, clarifying, and creating a spaciousness, then you're able to get into that energy of planting and growth and movement. So it's a real liberator. It's all about freedom, and bringing in that full circle. And for me, it's definitely that energy of the phoenix. So there's the fire that burns away, and then there's a rebirth and a new. So if you can surrender to that cycle, fire can be a really powerful energy for you. It's something you can use to help create your life with. So instead of seeing it as this destructive force, you can see it as something that's part of your creation as well. So let me know if there's any questions about that, or if anything has come up that that you resonate with, or that you want to share. That would be great. Morning, Claire. Yeah. So we're gonna have some fun with this meditation today. And again, we're gonna start within the heart. We're gonna go through the whole body with it as well. So even though it's going to start in the heart, I want you to set the intention that it's just as strong in the more outer parts of your body and your aura as it is in your heart, and allowing it to do its work through all of you. And again, the word for today is going to be surrender. If you can allow yourself to surrender, we're going to direct this energy. We're going to give it some focus. So if you can surrender to that, and surrender the things in your life that are a burden, that are barriers, that are clouding up your space, that are just getting in the way, the obstacles that are there, and allow them to burn and change too, whether that's the physical clutter in your house that you're ready to get rid of, or maybe you're ready to get rid of and been holding back on. If it's dynamics in your relationships, if it's issues with your work. So often our problems are that we are so cluttered with the old stuff. We're so cluttered with old beliefs or emotions. We're so full of the stuff that is in the past that the only thing that's going to allow us to move forward is to create a space and create a spaciousness so that we can welcome something new. So fire is perfect for that. So if there's dynamics, elements of your life you've been struggling, you've been really holding on to, and I know a lot of us are in this position right now where we feel like we're really wanting to hold on to stuff, and the world is changing. But that means a newness. So with old things in our lives, in our relationships, in our schedules, dying off, changing, being put in the past, then we create a spaciousness for something new. So again, the encouragement is to surrender. Morning, Julie and Barbara. Morning, Mel. Yes, looking forward to today. Me too. Great. Yes. So in just a minute, we'll get started again. So go ahead and make yourself comfortable. If you want to lie down, go for it. If you're going to fall asleep, I would encourage you to sit up. But get comfortable, get warm. Have some water if you need it, and we'll get started in just a moment. Katrina, laughter can act like healing fire. That's very true. Laughter is my favorite, if you can't tell. It really can. I believe that too. And yet laughter is really heart-centered as well, and it can spread. It can spread like fire can. Yeah, I totally get that. Definitely resonates. Amazing. So if you want to close your eyes and take in a couple nice deep breaths. And I want you to bring yourself back into your heart. And just notice the energy of your heart to start with. And today is all about clearing the burdens. It's all about letting go of old emotion, things from the past. So if there's some darkness or heaviness, some stagnant energy, if you're feeling very watery today, that's okay. The fire is going to dry that up for you. So we're going to allow the fire to warm us, to dry out the old emotion that we feel we've been drowning in. Help us to create a spaciousness so we can breathe. It's going to give us new foundations too. So go deep into your heart. And I want you to light a flame there. It can be a small one to start if you want, that's okay. Strike a match, light a candle. Allow yourself to see the glow and feel the heat. You'll be able to hear the flame flickering, moving. And I want you to take a moment and go into that flame. Really connect with it. Allow yourself to know and understand the element of that flame and that fire. Feel it start to grow a little stronger, a little bigger within your heart. It's going to be a nice and gentle growth. Growing stronger, growing warmer within your heart. And allow that flame to fill your heart chakra. We're just still in your heart right now. And go deep in that fire. And allow yourself to feel the passion that's there. And the passion that's in your heart. Feel the joy that's there. Feel all that joy through your heart. And that fire and that flame, feel the inspiration. The inspiration to do. The inspiration to be. Feel that within you. And whatever you've been carrying or holding in your heart that's been based in fear, any sadness, any anger, any old frustration, any regret, I want you to breathe into all that energy and feel the fire healing all of that. See and feel all that emotion drying up. And the passion and the joy coming in to take its place. And take a moment and really feel and understand the intelligence of the fire. There's a wisdom that's there. There's a deep understanding. And a timelessness. Fire understands karma. It understands cause and effect. But it understands how to undo all of that too. It understands how to release you from it, how to liberate you from the past. How to free you from your old judgments, your old regrets. So let the fire do that for you now. Still in your heart. Let it do its work there. So witness that fire fill your whole heart chakra. Feeling warm and welcoming. See the light and the glow of that fire in your heart. For yourself and for the world. So allow that fire to clear the debris. Help create a spaciousness in your heart. That spaciousness is where you're going to start to lay fertile ground, fertile foundations. So allow there to be plenty of spaciousness there. Let the fire help you. And as you breathe into that spaciousness, imagine that you're breathing in new light, new life, new seeds, new love. Or whatever's already there that aligns, you can feel it strengthen. Fire is powerful. Allow yourself to feel strengthened by it. Allow yourself to feel strong. So we're going to direct the fire like a spiral or like a circle through you. We already know how to do this physically. So we're going to do it emotionally and energetically too. So breathe deep. Feel that fire starting to grow stronger. Feel it starting to expand beyond your heart. First, let's bring it up into your throat. The fire is still burning in your heart, still strong, still warm and welcoming. But feel it going through your higher heart and into your throat. And at your higher heart, you have your thymus, which if you want to tap on that now, just this upper part of your chest, your thymus is connected with courage. So if there's a part of you that's feeling unsure or feeling nervous today, you just really gently tap on your thymus. Courage is all about facing our fears. Fire lights the way so that we can see the truth about what we've been afraid of. So we know it can't really hurt us. So at any point today, if you want to tap on your higher heart, that will support you in this. So feel those flames going through your higher heart and up into your throat, and breathe into it. So first what we're going to do is bring a higher awareness of fire into your expression, into your communication. So sometimes we think of anger as being fiery. Anger is more corrosive than fiery. And sometimes we speak with anger because we're trying to heal things, because we're trying to clear a path, because we're trying to break down barriers. But that anger doesn't help. So anytime you've been trying to direct fire through anger, with what you say, with what you express, with what you do in your life, I want you to allow the fire to heal that anger, to change that energy. So the things that you've said, the things that you've expressed from anger, from frustration, from impatience, let the fire change that within you. Let it change that tendency, that habit. And instead, let's bring in the passion of the fire so that you can be impassioned, you can be inspired, and you can have that momentum in your communication and that expression. But without being motivated by those old emotions. Breathe deep into that. And feel your throat expand. Feel a spaciousness there. So there can be new communication and new ways of communicating, and new ways of expressing yourself. And feel the fire through your mouth, through your throat, down into your lungs. So that with the breath, the fire can grow stronger and you can breathe out that old energy. And I want you to imagine what it would be like for you to breathe fire, but in a way that ignites, in a way that initiates. For you and for the world around you. So instead of it feeling like a destructive force and being afraid, I want you to imagine your words inspiring. Imagine your expression creating momentum in the world. Because it's time for us to start some fires. Breathe deep into that. Now let's circle around to your solar plexus and witness the fire spreading from your heart and into your gut. The solar plexus is part of your identity, your authentic expression of who you are, the truth of how you share yourself with the world, how you see yourself, and how you share that with others. So whatever is within your identity that is not true, whatever you've been working really hard to project, but that hasn't felt real, surrender that now. because the truth is infinitely more powerful than what you've been trying to fake. And whatever aspects of yourself that you've been trying to force onto others, that you've been trying to force them to understand, that you've been trying to make them accept. But maybe they haven't accepted it because it wasn't really real, because it's not really true. If there's a forcing or a pushing, it's not authentic. So feel the fire burn through all of that. And all those elements of your identity, the roles that you play, the masks that you wear, whatever you felt like you were supposed to be or were in the past. Surrender all that now to feed the fire. Feel it burn through. And let that fire clear the debris, clear the untruths, purify the waste that's there. And allow yourself to identify the parts of your identity that are authentic. They won't burn right now. They'll be strengthened. They'll be strengthened by that fire. So the real strength within you, feel that growing stronger and being fed. The true wisdom within you, feel it growing stronger. The authentic compassion, the true kindness, feel it strengthening now. Feel that warmth within you growing, the friendliness, the kindness, the openness. Allow that to shine through with the fire so that you can share that with others and with yourself. Breathe deep. Now let's circle around to your third eye, to your intuition, to your senses, your nervous system, the ways you perceive yourself in the world. And as that fire spread through your throat, allow it to continue just as strong as your heart and stronger into your third eye, through your eyes, your ears, your capacity to feel. And all the barriers that you've created to try to dull it down, to try to protect yourself, to try to stop yourself from feeling overwhelmed in your senses, in your connection with yourself and the world. Allow the energy to change that. Allow the fire to heal that. Allow yourself to see yourself and feel yourself at the fireside with your ancestors, with your guides. Feel that connection. Feel it through your whole body. Recognize the energy of those ancestors and those guides, how they're helping to heal and purify, change old karma, all the things that they're doing now to help you clear the way. See them and feel them and hear them now. They can speak to you through the fire if you allow it. So feel the fire grow and hear their voices. And whatever strength and wisdom they have, you have too. Feel it within you. Feel the fire strengthen and amplify it. Breathe deep. Come back down to your sacral chakra. Witness the fire spreading through you, into your belly. This is our center for creation. So whatever emotion you've been holding there, that you've been using to create from, that has not worked for you, feel the fire change it. The old trauma and pain that you've been using to create, feel it burn away. And those old energies from the past that you've been using to create your present and your future, surrender it all, throw it in the fire, let it burn. Let Kali burn through it. Because you are no longer obligated to live that life. You're no longer obligated to recreate it over and over again. You get to create a new path, a new existence. Feel the passion in that. Feel the energy of creation in that. Feel the phoenix within that energy. And liberate yourself. Recognize that you already are liberated and that you already are free. Circle around into your head, into your crown, into your brain. I want you to feel all those old connections with the past, all those old habits that have been programmed, those repetitive thoughts, those repetitive ways of being. Feel that all burning away. Allow the fire to prune those connections within your brain. The fire is intelligent. It knows what to burn. Feel the warmth there. Feel the healing there. Feel the brightness and the light. All that stuff that's been getting in the way. Feel that spaciousness there. Now allow yourself to really feel that connection with the divine, with that energy of God or creation or source, whatever term, whatever picture you have for that. Feel that feeling filling your crown and spreading with that fire. And feel the divinity of the fire. Feel that timeless intelligence that fire has. See it working through your life, through your body. Through everything that you are and everything you will be. All that you are becoming. And breathe deep and circle around to your root chakra. Your lowest chakra, through your legs and your feet. Feel that fire burn all the way through. Surrender. That path that you've been trying to create that's no longer there. The work, the struggle, the suffering that you've been going through, let it all burn. And for the pioneers that have been hacking their way through the wilderness, through the darkness, let the fire do the work for you. Let it light the way. Let it help you clear the path for others. Stand in that leadership role with the intelligence and the passion and the momentum and the inspiration of the fire within you. Let it light your path and let it light the way for others. Let those steps create fertile foundations for yourself, for all those you're leading, and for the world. And see and feel that fire through your entire body, spreading through your aura as well. Your whole field of energy, everything in you and around you. See it burning bright. And in your energy, Feel that fire of momentum and passion and inspiration. Feel the direction and the focus of it. Allow yourself to receive and hear that wisdom, that connection with all the wisdom that you have within you. Allow yourself to see the light and how it brightens the darkness, how it purifies it, how it clears the barriers. And feel the foundations that are being built. Breathe in and see and feel that spaciousness within around you. The freedom, the liberation, the movement that's there. Understand that cycle of fire, clarifying, of purifying, and of allowing and creating life and movement and momentum. Surrender to that cycle. And see yourself and your life and your world as a phoenix. Embody it, embrace it, allow it. And take a moment and just breathe in that energy. Allow yourself to receive any insight or understanding that you're ready to receive now. Let it talk to you. Let it show you. So breathe deep into that fire. Feel it and see it and hear it moving through your life. Through your body. Energetically and emotionally and physically. Feel your physical body align. Feel it change. Feel it heal. I want you to see, feel yourself breathing that fire, feeding it, allowing it to work for you and with you and through you. Witness it in every cell of your body and everything that you do. Feel it in your physical body, in your physical life, in your physical presence. Breathe deep into it. And become more aware of your physical breathing, the air moving in and out of your lungs, of your heart beating, your clothing against your skin, sounds around you in the room and beyond. And taking a couple nice deep breaths, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes. So if you have anything that you would like to share in the comments, any questions you'd like to ask, any healing or insight that you received, we would love to hear it. What I would encourage you to do today is keep coming back into your heart and feeling the joy and the laughter and the passion that's there, that ignition of energy, of momentum, of inspiration, and recognizing how you can bring that into every element of your life, every aspect of your life, even the little things, and allowing that fire to burn more brightly within you, to be that warmth and the welcoming for yourself and for others around you, in whatever ways you want to use that. And if you feel inspired to release yourself from the burdens of your life, if that's in relationships, if that's in your physical home with kind of decluttering, clearing out, creating some more spaciousness for yourself, I would really encourage you to do that. Feels like a really good day for that. So whatever you've been procrastinating with that, let the fire support you within it. Let's see. So creating more space, that's what you've recently done. Great. Lorraine says, me too. Oh, if it froze a little bit, apologies for that. Sometimes more powerful elements because it can be a little glitchy. So hopefully you didn't miss much. If there's anything you feel inspired to do today, please feel free to share. Love to hear that. I know I'm just looking outside whether this is going to work for people today because I'm just, at least where I am, it's a cloudy, overcast day. So as much as we can, being in the sun, being in that energy of the sun, allow yourself to do that. If there's a sunny moment, if there's a sunny patch, today or any day, allow yourself to just get out into it, even if it's just walking out to your garden or standing in it by the window. Allow yourself to connect with that energy. It's really healing and it's powerful, and especially this time of year for us in the Northern Hemisphere, we could do with a bit of that fieriness from the sun right now, I think. Allison, paint order for decorating daughter's room. Go for it. Thank you, Jay. Caroline, feeling energized. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Kat. Chilled out and fired up for the day. I love it. Such a good combination, isn't it? Thank you, Julie and Allison. Barbara, I witnessed receiving healing of soul healing during it, and then burning with my heart and chakras. That's awesome. I love it. Thank you for sharing that. And thank you for being here. Lisa, feeling the wonderful fire within. A beautiful feeling. I'm glad. So keep with these feelings that you're experiencing in these meditations. Once you feel them once, you know what they are. So you can keep coming back to that. So if there's a point today or in the future where you feel like, oh, I could use some more fire in my life, I could use that fire energy. What's that again? Come back to that feeling. You already know it now, so you can build upon it and it can grow. You've got the feeling in your body now. So that's awesome. Caroline joined halfway through, but really enjoyed it. Great, no problem. Watch the replay whenever it works for you. Mel, packing up my flat, ready to move. That's so exciting. Really, really exciting. Have fun with that. Louise, feeling more energized for homeschooling and teaching today. Good for you. Good for you. And actually, I've been thinking, because 40 minutes may be a bit long for kids, depending on how old kids are. So I was looking at either later this week or next week, potentially doing some shorter things for some kids and parents with kids. Well, I'll have a think about it and feel into it and see what comes up, what I come up with that. But if you've got kids that can sit through part of it, these would be appropriate too. They're going to get it on some deep levels as well. Um, Now I found myself yawning so much today. Good. Yenny's decluttering, yes. Um, I see how that would have been very peaceful with music. I could hear it in my head. Can't wait for tomorrow. Yeah. We're gonna have some good music, and I will do a fire list too. So I'll send that out as well. So at any point, if you're rewatching this and want to add the music to it, then you can do that too. So add a new dimension to it. That would be fun. Uh, oh, Louise, have two teens. Perfect. Great. Yeah, invite them on. Emily, beautiful. New sensations of what it feels like to connect with fire. Thank you. Awesome. Um, Susan, love kids. It would be so helpful. Yeah, I'll see what comes through. I'll meditate. Oh, Julie, I'm giving a talk tonight, so you'll be fired up for that. Perfect. Great timing. Yeah, Louise, link me with whatever you want. That sounds great. Yeah, be happy to connect. Right. So I think that's about us for today. Tomorrow, I'll look at my sheet. We're doing water. So yeah, we'll be connecting with water tomorrow. So yeah. Hope you have a wonderful day. Get out some sunshine if you can. Do some decluttering or just even more sitting in this energy of the fire and seeing what it opens up for you or what it helps to illuminate. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And yes, take care, and I will see you tomorrow morning at 8. Thank you so much for joining. Bye.